What's good? What's good with you? Come on in and take a picture to the War on Crime show. Oh yeah, just like the war on drugs, you better believe it, they're coming with the war on crime. Social media is the grand indictment. They're going to continue to let you Negroes indict yourselves. Facebook murders live, Twitter murders, homicides live. Show off your guns, your stolen guns. Show off all type of crimes. Show the low level in the black community, how we train and teach our children, the lack of discipline, the lawlessness, the wretchedness. War on crime. Remember set it off when they walked in the bank with just wigs and glasses on, a disguise. In New York, I forget when it was, but I saw it on the news that you can't go on the bus, I don't care if it's 30 below, with the mask on. A disguise, a war on crime, where they ban all disguises, martial law. They already practice on you guys with the pandemic. Oops, I shouldn't have said it. Guess who was already ready for lockdown? Niggas in the penitentiary. We used to it. Everybody else was going crazy, but they wanted to see who was going to buck. For real, for real. The neighborhoods, especially the ghettos, are already created and designed for martial law. The people that got a lot of land got a lot of chance. But that's maybe a 50 to 100 years from now, I'm sorry. But what about your grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren? You got to prepare them. If you're not having enough money to provide for generations, you need to have enough knowledge and wisdom to provide for generations. The stories of the slaves are passed down. The signs of the times are here. And they've been here, and they'll continue to be here for however long God's speed will accelerate. But the war on crime is coming. I know your hood going crazy. Mine was. They done got real lawless out here, so man, if you don't like my content, get your ass on another page. Go find somebody else to fuck with. We don't do trolls over here. We ignore them and block them. Praise.
For my niggas. Tell them about a time when the streets was hot. Shit going down and you niggas was not nowhere to be found on the motherfucking block. What was y'all niggas when niggas getting shot? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the south side paid me? What was y'all niggas when the streets ain't bathed me? What was y'all niggas when the boys tried to rob me? What was y'all niggas when the streets couldn't stop me? What was y'all niggas when my dog met Poppy? What was y'all niggas when the niggas couldn't copy? What was y'all niggas when they ran up at the corner store? What was y'all niggas when I turned up at the corner store? What was y'all niggas when What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when I told them take their pants off? What was y'all niggas when I took my fucking mask off? What was y'all niggas when the feds gave a nigga all that time? Make a nigga lose his mind, time. All these bitches on my timeline. Ain't I been locked up so long, now they know this dick is crime time. So I try to walk a straight line. But the flesh is weak and temptation is a stop sign. Then I'm always running. Me and Quick was fucking hoes. Fuck so many hoes, 100 miles and running. I spent a lot of money. I sold a lot of drugs. I seen a lot of woe. This penitentiary though. I did a lot of time. I did a lot of crime. I did a lot of crime. I seen a lot of dying. Like my daddy died in Little Radio. My Uncle Reggie, one of the coolest niggas ever hold. I ducked a lot of bullets. Jesus on my side. Hoods I'm lucky for avoiding all these homicides. I ducked a lot of bullets. Jesus on my side. Hoods I'm lucky for avoiding all these homicides. What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? Crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
G.
Crazy. For my niggas. Tell them about a time when the streets was hot. Shit going down and you niggas was not nowhere to be found on the motherfucking block. What was y'all niggas when niggas was getting shot? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the south side paid me? What was y'all niggas when the streets ain't bathed me? What was y'all niggas when the boys tried to rob me? What was y'all niggas when the streets couldn't stop me? What was y'all niggas when my dog met Poppy? What was y'all niggas when the niggas couldn't copy? What was y'all niggas when they ran up at the corner store? What was y'all niggas when I turned up at the corner store? What was y'all niggas when the What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when I told them take their pants off? What was y'all niggas when I took my fucking mask off? What was y'all niggas when the feds gave a nigga all that time? Make a nigga lose his mind, time. All these bitches on my timeline. Ain't I been locked up so long, now they know this dick is crime time. So I try to walk a straight line. But the flesh is weak and temptation is a stop sign. Then I'm always running. Me and Quick was fucking hoes. Fuck so many hoes, 100 miles and running. I spent a lot of money. I sold a lot of drugs. I seen a lot of woe. This penitentiary though. I did a lot of time. I did a lot of crime. I did a lot of crime. I seen a lot of dying. Like my daddy died in Little Radio. My Uncle Reggie, one of the coolest niggas ever hold. I ducked a lot of bullets. Jesus on my side. Hoods I'm lucky for avoiding all these homicides. I ducked a lot of bullets. Jesus on my side. Hoods I'm lucky for avoiding all these homicides. What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy?
Yeah, what was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? Alright, it's the time of the show where we talk about our past. I've been doing a series on how to be a man in 30 days. And, I've been violating a lot of codes because I'm a busy man and, I'm supposed to be asleep right now. But I'm giving you guys content, so hit the like button. And I'm violating my man's sleep hours. But real talk, we got a lot of important shit to talk about other than boxing. because it's lawless and it's reckless out here, man. And I need y'all to stay careful and stay watchful. And I need y'all to stop making fun of people that do things different than you in the black community. There's nothing wrong with training your children how to shoot guns and clean guns and take them apart, because you think it's lawless now. Why don't you just wait to 10 years from now? It always happens every 10 years. Every decade, brother. Every decade, sister. We ain't gotta go back too far, man. Let's go to the 60s, man. The black revolutionaries are gone. It's only a few scattered here and there. Remember, they used to say the revolution would not be televised, and it was true. It's true. The revolution would not be televised because brothers like the minister Farrakhan and Rizza Islam no longer have channels on these stations. And when you talk about these things on these stations, you get demonetized and shadow banned. So I'm giving y'all some great content, man. I want y'all to hit the like button for me, please. And the reason I say war on crime, because it's not far-fetched. Because they did have a war on drugs, remember? Ronald Reagan, or y'all too young to know about that. So now you got some homework to do. All the 2024 Google heads. Google Ronald Reagan, war on crime. War on drugs. I keep saying war on crime because I know how the government thinks about control. It's been like that since the beginning. America has to have control. Ronald Reagan, considered a great president of all times, even Obama. Oh, yeah, even Obama said. But was he truly for us? Because nobody likes to acknowledge the miniseries Snowfall. And they think it's just a miniseries, but it's based off of what really happened. Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, was being fronted drugs and guns, not by the feds, not by undercover officers, but by the CIA. Why? Because they were trying to fund a war in other countries. So here we go. We got a young black man out the ghetto making millions of dollars easily. Easy money. And they had a war on drugs. Because why? Not because it was messing up the black community. Why would they have a war on drugs if it was messing up the black community when they're giving the drugs to sell in the black community? Mm. They had a war on drugs because it started back in the slave days. Master used to go out there and rape the girls and get them pregnant and They have the little light-skinned babies. They put them in the house. While the wife, she know that's Master's baby. She look just like his ugly ass. But she couldn't do nothing about it, could she? With all them young bucks out there looking mighty good to her. Her husband ain't shit. He built like a sack of bricks. But look at him. She gonna creep out there one night and take her something. But goddamn it, if he can do it, why can't she? Well, you can't do what he do, Missy. She done went out there and took that nigga and made him do what she wanted him to do. God damn it, she done got pregnant. Oh, Master finna have another baby. No. When that baby come out, it's a little niggler. Devastation. Master got a baby. Missy got a baby. But the fascination of the black flesh has been around since the beginning of time. And white girls are always going to be attracted to black men. And black men are always going to have a fascination embedded through slavery. Because what can Lil Robert do if Missy come in there and say, drop your drawers? Missy, come on, I can't do that. Master gonna kill me. I'ma tell him you rape me if you don't do it, nigga. Yes, no, please. I got a wife. I'm gonna make sure I sell that nigga, baby. Please, no, come on, baby. I'll do it for you. He finally get in that little white thing, man. He ain't never felt something like that before, but he's so used to what he used to. Any man or any woman that tries anything new and is good to them will be forever good to that feeling and will always crave it. Taboo. That's what they call it. Not supposed to be. Loving you is wrong. I don't wanna be right, face ass. So when the drugs that Ronald Reagan distributed to this black community in the 80s by the white girls coming up in the ghetto creeping with Boogaloo and Booby, they get strung out on the drugs. Their brothers get strung out, their cousins, and now it's coming back to hit you right in the mouth, ain't it, Ronald Reagan? Putting your daughters in rehab, they got the money to do it. Where you getting these drugs from? Lil Rico and them? Where at? Over there in Nigger Town. In Nigger Town. Nigger Town. Nigger Town. Nigger Town. Oh no, we gonna burn that side of town down. And there it go. A war on drugs. Because they can't have that. But it was too late. See, look, cocaine used to be a rich man drug back in the 70s, in the 60s. Black people was on heroin and smoking weed and drinking wine. But when they learned how to cook it up and they started giving it to us in the black community by the boatload, it started an epidemic. Now everybody can afford it. Now black people, man, you got rappers smoking crack. It was cool. It was the drug to be back then. It was nothing to laugh at. If you didn't smoke crack, you was whack. Until it got overwhelming and they seen how addictive it was. Then there was no turning back. But you had niggas that made so much money in the beginning in the 80s. Man, you listen, a nigga that grew up eating sugar bread and cheese toast and drinking water out the faucet was now making $500,000, maybe $1 million every month. From ashy to classy, from nasty to sassy, kingpins that slept on the floor with their sisters and their brothers. Had to use the same bath water because you didn't want to waste no water bill. Yeah, big block of cheese, tater tots, hamburger patties, food stamps, no grass in the yard. And white folks, man, they couldn't have that. So, man, guess what? They started a war on drugs. Wasn't no cameras back then. Motherfucker get away with murder for real. Murder used to be the easiest thing, the easiest case in the world to beat back then. Yeah, man. So they bringing the tanks in the neighborhood now. Curfew, niggas. They see anybody congregating more than 2 or 3 niggas at a time, that's a gang. They rushing up, putting motherfucking hands behind your back in a lot, hands and feet on the ground, face down. After 10 o'clock, you supposed to be in the house, nigga. Pandemic lockdown back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, that's the drug they put in the community, but they got a war on drugs. So if the CIA was giving drugs and guns to the niggas in the hood back then, why you think they ain't doing it now? Oh, they done cleaned up their act. You really trust the government, right? They said, oh, we're not gonna do that no more. We're sorry. They ain't gave us no reparations, even though it's uh, evident of slavery, but fuck that. We moved on. You Negroes accepted that we ain't gonna get no reparations for slavery, but what about the reparations for the war on drugs? You know how many families were shattered because of the war on drugs, man? You know how many families were shattered because of that crack cocaine, man? Crack babies in the 80s. That's y'all daddies and y'all mamas, nigga. And y'all aunties. Yeah. What about reparations for the war on drugs? Because y'all shattered a lot of communities giving them drugs to these niggas that sell drugs in our community to fund the fucking war. Ronald. Then you got your wife, God bless the dead to both of them, talking about just say no. Just say no to a narcotic like crack. Please. How? It's too late now. You got people out here still on narcotics and crack and cocaine. Y'all still giving guns to the black community to kill each other off and then lock them up and get the money. Free work, labor, slavery. Y'all still doing it. And now y'all got the social media so you can keep track of all your motherfucking slaves, don't you? They watching the white trash too. But they ain't too much worried about them because they gonna be affected by the war on crime too. Man, listen, when I was selling drugs, man, I never really sold drugs to black people. It was all white folks. I had my clientele was all white, and they spent so much money, man, and got me rich. It's more of them on drugs than us because the reason it look like we on drugs more is because they patrol our neighborhoods. They don't patrol Beverly Hills. They don't patrol Cedar Garden. They don't patrol Ponte Vedra. They don't have to because that's not their designed area to patrol. That's why the ghettos are designed the way they are designed for patrolling. Hard to escape, dead end traps, just like the apartments. Y'all just a step away from the ghetto if you live in an apartment complex. Look at all the speed bumps in there. You can't get away from no coppers with no speed bumps all throughout your apartment complex, slowing you down, tear your car up. So don't get too happy you not living in the ghetto or in the project. Even the ghetto, not even the projects. You live in the ghetto, man. Everything. If you put a drone over your neighborhood, you can see the design. It's designed to rope everything off in a square radius with tanks. Look at the pandemic. You Negroes was having a fit locking down. Man, got a nigga locked down. The niggas in the penitentiary that had came home from the penitentiary was used to this shit already. They used to locking down. They get the niggas in penitentiary already trained for pandemic activity, lockdowns, martial law. I'm trying to tell you. So now they got social media where you can just do anything you want, post anything you want. You got little babies on there twerking. You got niggas killing niggas on live. You know what I'm saying? And at an all-time high. And it's only getting worse. Like when I was coming up, it was bad, right? But not like it is now. And I can admit that. Like these young niggas took the cake. Cause for one, niggas ain't fighting no more. And that's an issue I like to talk about because I ain't gonna lie, fighting was fun at first when we was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like if we couldn't get a good fight, nigga, we'll slap box. And that was to the point just to keep your skills up and test a nigga on set. Yeah, man, you can't do that shit no more. These young niggas ain't slap boxing. Slap box, nigga. You slap me, I'm gonna shoot you. So imagine 10 years from now, they're gonna be even softer because the generation before me was harder on us. Cause they said we was soft. And the generation that my uncles before them said they was soft. It just gets softer and softer. And guess who get harder and harder? The women. The women get harder and harder, tougher and tougher each decade. Look at all the female rappers. That's all they talk about is prostitution and shooting and looting. It's cool to be a prostitute in 24. High school kid, middle school kid, little baby singing these songs, sexy red songs. Fuck my baby daddy. You got a little kid singing that shit. Little girl singing fuck my baby daddy. You ain't even got no baby daddy. But y'all love that song. How many of y'all niggas got a baby mama that play that song in front of your daughter or your son? That's the lowest of the lowest type of mama you can ever have. If a bitch like that play fuck my baby daddy in front of your children. If she playing or not. Cause music is hypnotic. That's all it is hypnosis, because it repeats and repeats and repeats, and it gets stuck in your head. And you be like, damn, I ain't even like that song at first. That shit stuck in my head. Subliminal. You raise the kids how you want to, and they come up how you raise them. They're product of the environment. The child gonna be just like their mama or their daddy, whoever they raised them. If your mama was a punk ass bitch, 9 times out of 10, the son gonna be a bitch ass nigga. If your daddy was a puss ass nigga, 9 times out of 10, your son gonna be a puss ass nigga, or your daughter gonna be a punk ass bitch. If your mama was a strong, independent black woman, your son gonna be one of them niggas that's real clingy to bitches and depending on bitches. If your mama was one of them strong women that, you know what I'm saying, was struggling and depending on, ran through by men and all that, 9 times out of 10, you gonna have a good little son, man, but you know what I'm saying, he gonna be hard on bitches. Cause he gonna be a mama's boy. And, you're gonna have a hard time in relationships, man, because you're gonna always be clinging to his mama. I'm just telling you, man. It's hard out here, man. So you need two heads always better than one. And we gotta realize that because, like I said, it's gonna get worse. You see the motherfucking videos on Twitter, man. It happens at a drop of a dime. Shit popping off. Shit popping off, and for what? Niggas high, man. The drugs always change each decade. Back in the 80s, man, it was the crack. And now it's the pills. What's next? In the 70s in the city, it was the heroin. That was cool to take. You wasn't no shame if you was on it. Now ain't no shame to be a pill head. About 10 more years, they're gonna be laughing at niggas that's on pills, man. Watch what I tell you. If you pill popper, you on perks and all that shit, they're gonna be laughing at y'all in 10 years, man. Just like they was laughing at the crackheads. At first, the crackhead, it was cool to smoke crack. Same with the heroin. That motherfucker, what's the name of that movie with Denzel? That motherfucker had the motherfucking stamp on the shit, and he was like, "Don't put that stamp, nigga. That's that bullshit. You ain't selling that shit, making it seem like it's my shit." You know, motherfucker was on heroin, man, real heavy in the 60s and 70s. You know, now they laugh at motherfuckers that are junkies, but it's okay to be a junkie in 24, and niggas all on live, just hide and cool the brine. That's okay. Rappers don't want money. Niggas in the hood would rather shoot than get money. Ain't that some shit? Everybody dapping with the left hand now. Ain't no more right hand dap no more. Niggas don't even know they doing some fuck shit. They just dapping with the left hand because it ain't no thing. Motherfuckers ain't putting game on you. Ain't no more right hand mans no more either. You can forget about that. Motherfuckers gonna cross you out just to get some fame. And you can forget about having, friends unless you done came up from the sandbox. You just met a motherfucker. Please don't trust him. Because, you can be cordial. But if something pop off, man, a motherfucker gonna set you for the wolves to eat. I wouldn't trust no motherfucker I just met with my life. I don't give a fuck how much money they got or what type of reputation or status they got. It's a different world. It ain't no brotherly love no more. Black cities used to be the shit to live in. Now black cities are some shit to live in. You go to Memphis and try to set up shop and live there if you want to. Man, it's fucked up in Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing in any black city, all black cities, like Atlanta. It's a lot of poverty. It's fucked up out here, man. Flint, Michigan, Chicago. You know, you got these black cities, man. It's fucked up out there, man. Man, I wouldn't be surprised, man, that the, when they bring the robots, they like what warehouse got them robots already? I think it's Amazon. They already got robots in there. But man, I was watching the show. They was having a robotic event. They was showcasing different robots, and man, they gonna have robots for the supervisors. Robots gonna be walking up on you, roll up on you, checking your production, asking you if you're okay, and roll off on your ass. So don't think you supervisors safe too. They got positions for you too to get taken. And like I said, man, if you're a youth and you're thinking about what to take in school, it got to be something dealing with technology. You're gonna have to learn how to work on the robots to have a job in the future, because the warehouse jobs are probably gonna be the first ones they take. They already cleared almost all the grocery stores out with the self checkout robots. So I seen in China they got the robots at the hotel desk, assigning you rooms and shit. You know what I'm saying? So once that happens, you think motherfuckers running up in them goddamn stores, stealing meat and throwing it in their trunk and driving off. Oh, it's gonna be Walking Dead type shit, man. Nigga might fuck around and bust up in your house and steal your food. And if you're at work and there ain't nobody but your children at home, and they can't shoot, they can't protect themselves, you ain't taught them how to use a gun. But yeah, instead you got these white children out here, y'all be like, why y'all got them children shooting them guns? Little white girl got the gun, the motherfucker done took the gun apart and put it back together and shot that bitch again, reloaded that motherfucker. Man, listen, let a nigga come up in there trying to steal their food. You got the children out there in China, man. Children 7, 8 years old cooking full course meals for their goddamn brothers and sisters while their parents at work. Train your children, and you won't have to worry about them blowing your brains out with the gun accident. So many children lose their lives when they get the guns from their daddies or their mamas and left the gun out. And they think it's something to eat. They put it in their mouth and pull the trigger on accident and kill themselves. Children put anything in their mouth, and it goes for a gun. I don't want to see no more Negroes make fun of white folks when we ain't, getting our shit together. Because them folks got their shit together. Even the poor white trash know that, God damn it, they got their hands up on life more than us, at least. That's they one up. That's they one up. Even if they struggling, they know that they white skin can get them out of certain type of situations at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have that luxury, and we got to work twice as hard to prove ourselves. And people don't want to, give us that credit And they say we complain and be bitching, but y'all ain't in our shoes. You can't judge me or grade my pain. You don't know what I've been through as far as dealing with racism in my life as a man. Maybe you haven't dealt with no racism. Maybe you say you're not racist, but that don't got nothing to do with me and what I dealt with and what I see and what I research and what I know and what I'm trying to teach. And if you don't like that shit, man, you know what you can do. You can get on from around here. But man, my hood went crazy back in what is that? What, 95, 96, 97, especially 98. I was, getting money right after Tupac died. Right when Tupac was dying, I was getting a lot of money. And, I was in and out of prison. But back in 2000, what it was, two, 2001, 2002, we was really getting money, because back in the 90s, we was robbing. So we get money from robbing. I was homeless at 17. So we was definitely running up and shit, robbing, getting hotel money, sleeping in abandoned apartment buildings, shit like that. And but by the time I got out of state prison, I had my daughter. And the niggas was showing me love when I got out. And I thought it was love, but man, it was really a trap. I'm fresh out my first day, nigga gave me a gun and some money. I'm like, man, god damn, I'm right back in it, my nigga. Early. So but I ran it up, but I got it all took, when the feds hit. Y'all can Google the chopper stopper. I got caught up in that motherfucking thing, man, because of the stupid ass nigga, man. Listen, man, if you can't walk up on your man and hit him, you gotta shoot that shit from across the street, man. You ain't no killer, man. This nigga Beast, trying to hit somebody, man, ended up killing two little kids in the back seat with their football jerseys on, man. And man, so that brought the ATF to Jacksonville. And then by them looking for this nigga, they ran into a whole bunch of drugs. So that brought the DEA. Now them motherfuckers joined task force and then formed a shit called chopper stopper to get the drugs and the guns off the street. And I got caught up in that fucking stain, man, so I ended up getting 192 months in the federal prison system. Which calculated a little over 16 years, man. And that shit fucked me up and it hurt. It took a lot of prime years out of my life, and I just took it in stride because ain't nothing you can do but just walk this journey in life. You got to roll with the punches, man, for however they come, man. And then that's what it is, bro. So I took the punches, man. I created a lot of content while I was down. Studied a lot of books, got my certification in personal training. Studied psychology. I studied Quran, the Bible. Just studied, man, and just got my spirit right, man. And but that's what they do. But I got out a little early because Trump passed the criminal justice reform bill. You know what I'm saying? And so here I go, man, talking this shit. But it just goes to show, man, you a slave. You know what I'm saying? So your life really is meaningless. Don't mean shit to them. At a snap of a finger, they just don't give a fuck. They'll throw you away. And so be careful out there because it's gonna get worse. And that's some real shit. But I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, man. I just want to let y'all know, man. that social media is a grand indictment on the black community, especially because it's going to give them a reason to have a war on crime, just like they had a war on drugs. You say the CIA admitted to giving drugs to certain black people in the community to fund the war. So why do you think they stopped? You say all these motherfucking murders in the black community in Chicago are done by our own. Well, wait a minute. What if it's some of them coming in blackface killing, adding to the death toll? We don't know. What if, how they getting all them guns in Chicago? Who dropping them guns off in them crates by the railroad tracks? How come every high school kid in Chicago got a goddamn gun with an extended clip in it? Backpacks full of that shit. Where they getting them guns from? They ain't stealing all them guns. Them guns coming from somewhere. CIA, man, I don't know, man. Terrible thing, man, if you believe the bullshit. Public Enemy said, don't believe the hype. That was a long time ago when they said that, but it's true. Yes, you know it's true. Girl, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's true, man. America, man. Damn, man. It's a shame because niggas ain't studying this shit I'm talking. Nigga ain't thinking, man, what the fuck PARTTWICE talking about? The fuck thing. Yeah, I know. It's party right now. Let these niggas indict themselves. When they ready to call martial law, don't think I ain't say it, man. Replay it, man. Like, man, play that video, man. PARTTWICE talking about the war on crime. Yeah. You know. Oh, man, you know, like, say you can't wear a disguise no more because they got to be able to identify you. Man, black women gonna be mad as hell if they take them wigs. You can't wear no wigs, man. Nope. We gotta be able to see how you really look. No makeup, nope. You know, man, the government can do whatever they want to do, man. These the same motherfuckers that was okay with you lynching black people on the tree back in the 50s and the 60s and the 40s on down. This wasn't too long ago. Your great grandmama was alive back then. Ask her. White water fountains, black restrooms. This shit still on video. You can see it. That wasn't too long ago. Them people still alive. They children still alive. And they believe in what they believe in. Because you're a product of your environment. Them the same ones that's giving your paycheck every week. They own the company. Them the same people giving you the sentence and the judge. It's people who's hanging your peoples on the tree. But y'all think this shit is a game. Ain't no racism no more. Man, time is short, but man, it ain't been too much long ago when them motherfuckers had tanks in the neighborhoods. And you think they won't bring the tanks back? They got shit ready for you. They got more high-tech advanced shit, and they creating more technology every day. They already told you they watching your page, and you still on that bitch showing your guns. Anybody on Instagram, Facebook, or any type of YouTube, wherever, and you showed your gun, Twitter, wherever, man, you grand indictment. You know, if you in the game and they feel like they want to crack down and get some more slaves in the jailhouse, they'll make a law right quick to make it like it's a terrorist act to be in the gang. Even though the KKK is the biggest gang in America, along the side road, right next to the police department, because they the same thing, if you really ask me. The KKK formed into the police and COs after slavery was ended. Well, hey man, y'all can believe what you want to believe. But I'm gonna get off this line, man. Where was y'all niggas at when the hood was going crazy? Like, share, and subscribe, man. You know the vibe. Run it up.
What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the south side paid me? What was y'all niggas when the streets ain't bathed me? What was y'all niggas when the boys tried to rob me? What was y'all niggas when the streets couldn't stop me? What was y'all niggas when my dog met Poppy? What was y'all niggas when the niggas couldn't copy? What was y'all niggas when they ran up at the corner store? What was y'all niggas when I turned up at the corner store? What was y'all niggas when What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when I told them take their pants off? What was y'all niggas when I took my fucking mask off? What was y'all niggas when the feds gave a nigga all that time? Make a nigga lose his mind, time. All these bitches on my timeline. Man, I've been locked up so long, now they know this dick is crime time. So I try to walk a straight line. But the flesh is weak and temptation is a stop sign. Then I'm always running. Me and Coop was fucking hoes. Fuck so many hoes, 100 miles and running. I spent a lot of money. I sold a lot of drugs. I seen a lot of woe. This penitentiary though. I did a lot of time. I did a lot of crime. I did a lot of crime. I seen a lot of dying. Like my daddy died in Little Radio. My Uncle Reggie, one of the coolest niggas ever hold. I ducked a lot of bullets. Jesus on my side. I'm lucky for avoiding all these homicides. I ducked a lot of bullets. Jesus on my side. I'm lucky for avoiding all these homicides. What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? What was y'all niggas when the hood was going crazy? Crazy.
Hey, Licky G.